Minnesota State University Moorhead, the Dragons Digital Network, Dragon Athletics and Go Team Productions presents Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons football. We are home sweet home on a chilly Saturday afternoon as the Dragons take on the University of Mary, presented by Inforum. There is Shields Field at Alex Nemzik Stadium on a chilly but gorgeous afternoon. A good Saturday to you. My name is Steve DeStacio. It's my privilege to be with you. Let's get started with a couple of things. Number one, Brian Larson, longtime sports information director at Mary, lost his father earlier this week. Our condolences to our friend Brian, who may be watching from Bismarck. Number two, you'll notice I'm by myself. Don Groth got a certain virus. He's at home watching. Don, we need you. We want you. We love you. Get better. All right, situation at hand here. Dragons 3-4 have lost some tight battles this year. Here against Minot State, against Bemidji State last week. How about Minnesota Duluth beating the Dragons with just 2 seconds remaining on the clock? This University of Mary squad doesn't want to hear anything of it. They won just 2 games this year. They have been close. They are putting points on the board this season. In fact, they've got the number 2 passer in the league in Logan Nelson, just 7 yards behind Bemidji's Brandon Alt. So it's the Dragons and the University of Mary. Let's go to some keys to today's game. We just talked about that Mary throwing game. The Dragons have to slow the throw. They have to put pressure on Logan Nelson and make sure that they're not giving up huge plays. I remember Don saying the same thing against Duluth. I think the Dragons have to run the ball. The Dragons have to establish some run game. Hayden Bowl is going to start today. Luke Imdick will get some touches. And you know what? Mary doesn't throw a lot of turnovers. The Dragons get turnovers. In fact, they've intercepted 12 balls so far this season. Those keys to the game. Here's Craig Bagnell, our head coach comparison. He's 5-26. This is a process just like Steve Lockway has built. This team is getting better. That's Bagnell, who owns all major passing records at the University of Mary, and Steve Lockway for the Dragons wearing his red as his players, those coaches presented by BSN. To the sidelines, to Jordan Austin.
Just a quick weather update. It's a chilly Fargo day, mid-30s with a little bit of wind out of the east, but it's still sunny. It's a great day for football.
Jordan, quick question. You've been downstairs for about a half an hour with no gloves on. Are your fingers, is it going to hurt the quarterbacks and receivers?
I mean, there's a chance. I still don't have my gloves on yet, but I do have them if I need them.
Put them on. Here we go. Underway, Dragons. It's Landon Lundqvist at the 20-yard line with some room, and he'll go down at about the 29-yard line, and we have a player down already. Somebody for the University of Mary took a lick right at the 30-yard line. Keith Wiedrick, athletic trainer for the Dragons, an all-around good guy, is going to help the Marauder that's hurt. We can take a look at this Dragon offensive line, which just continues to shuffle. There's Bowl in the running back. He's gotten a couple touchdowns. Grady Bresnahan, recent record setter, still looking for more for MSU Moorhead. As far as Mary is concerned, keep an eye on Andrews in the middle. This cornerback, Gibson, Tyree Gibson, a junior from Los Angeles, California. likes to run all over the field. Your starters for this opening drive are presented by Grand Fork. I've not been able to identify the fallen Marauder. There are the two quarterbacks. You want to talk about some exciting quarterbacks. Said Brandon Alt from Bemidji. He has 2,271 yards. Nelson has 2,264. Look at the pass completion, 65%. Tommy Falk still figuring some things out. What Nelson does, and Falk's been a little guilty of it, is Nelson has not thrown a lot of interceptions this season. 4 and 24 touchdowns. The injured Marauder is Nate Eshelman, and he's the starting strong linebacker from Placerville, California, a junior. Good news is he's walking off the field on his own. The Dragons will have it at their own 29-yard line. We're only 6 seconds in. Landon Lundqvist return, and now we're about to get this stuff started. Tommy Falk, 5th in the league with those 1,976 yards. Grady Bresnahan, the bottom left of your screen on an island. There's Bold, and he's going to go down. He gets nailed by Soa Tagaba, the nose guard. 6'1", 270 out of South Hayward, California. This Dragon running attack is last in the NSIC at just 50.6 yards per game. The Mary defense is 12th. They yield over 200 per contest. 4 wide for the Dragons on 2nd and 12. Falk getting chased, now throwing long, near side, and it was caught. Luke Imdick coming out of the backfield, knew where it was. Devin Beck out of Legacy High School in Bismarck did not locate. We'll watch the replay. First of all, Falk had to avoid some pressure as Jack Berry was nipping at his ankles, and then Imdick found the ball, and the Dragons are in business at the Mary 42-yard line. 14 minutes remaining here in the first half. The Dragons already with a big play. 31 yards, Falk to Imdick. Falk throwing far side, incomplete. He overshoots Ryan Bieberdorf, who has 37 catches this season. If you think about football, this part of the country, and the time of year, right? Late October, it is, I think Jordan might have looked at the Fargo. In Moorhead, it has hit the lower 40s, but it's chilly outside, but it's gorgeous. 2nd and 10, Falk back. Has time, throws, incomplete. There was some bumpage on the far side. Isaiah Pittman gave a love tap to Caden Jastrom, but the ball was overthrown, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. Talking with the Mary radio. Roger Thomas, former UND coach, now doing color commentary for 570 AM in Bismarck. Thought we were going to see aerial circus today, and all the indications are, you know what? We certainly could. 3rd and 10, Bresnahan, near side, 3 wide for the Dragons. Mary brings 3. Falk throws. Incomplete. Bieberdorf would have been well short of the first down. He was being smothered by Damon Williamson, sophomore out of Scottsdale, Arizona, and the Dragons are going to kick it away. In the second half of the game, if you go back to September 11th, our first game of the season here in Moorhead, Tom Sawyer made the adjustment at halftime and just rushed 3 and made Falk make some decisions. He had to there, he went short, and I don't think it would have mattered whether it was complete or not. Check, beautiful spiral. Can he get a checkup? He does. It bounces backwards. It goes down at the 12-yard line. It's a 30-yard kick, and that's going to do just fine for the Dragons. Here's the Mary offense. The wide receiver, number 11 that you see, Danny Kittner, has 78 catches for over 1,000 yards this season. The Mary starters presented by Brandfolk. Kittner's number 1 in the league with 12 touchdowns as well. The running back is David Small Jr. Near side, it's Kittner. He'll get a couple. Our friend, who's not here today, would say that's the equivalent of a long handoff, and it was. It goes for 2 yards. It's safe. Tries to get the blood flowing. 13-13 remaining. First quarter just underway from Nemzik, Shields Field. Luke Little splits wide to the far side. Kittner goes into the slot up top. Empty backfield for Nelson. It's a run-pass option. He keeps it, and then he gets hit. He got drilled by Marcus Gully. 5th on the Dragons. That was his 18th tackle this season, or 18th solo tackle this season. He has 36.5 for the season. Nelson has not run the ball a lot. Of course, he's gotten sacked, so those are backwards numbers. 47 runs, only 8 yards. This is 3rd and 3. Kittner in motion to the top. Nelson back. That ball's intercepted. Picked off by Jared Kallenbach. That's his 3rd this season. Let's just go back a couple minutes, shall we, to our keys to victory? How about get turnovers? This guy doesn't throw turnovers. That was right to a sliding Kallenbach, and the Dragons are in business at the 25-yard line. Wow. That was the Dragons' 13th interception this season. That's tied for 3rd. The 12 coming into today was tied for 3rd in all of Division II football. Imdick in the backfield, 1st and 10, high snap, Falk throws. Far side, Grady Bresnahan turns the corner, and he's going to pick up 7 yards inside the 20-yard line. They call that the red zone, where the Dragons have struggled. They are 16 of 27 and just 12 touchdowns when they get inside the 20-yard line. This is 2nd and 3. Falk throws. What a catch. Ryan Bieberdorf got grabbed, and he still made the catch. Rolf Erickson is our white hat today, and he's going to go have a conversation, I believe, with Marshall Behrens on the far side. Let's see if they saw what we saw.
Holding defense, number 5. The result of the play is a first down. The penalties decline.
Penalties decline. Tyree Gibson, guilty party. And now the Dragons have it 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Hayden Bowl rejoins the backfield. Justin Check is in. Check has been running. Check, the running quarterback, goes down inside the 5-yard line. He was being chased by Sueta Gava. And this will be a 2nd and goal from the 4. I see Falk on the sideline listening in to what Steve Lockway is calling in. Jordan, you were just downstairs in front of that Dragon defense. Pretty pumped group?
Good.
They got a turnover on the 2nd possession. That's getting the job done. This is Check. He's throwing deep into the end zone. Touchdown! Ryan Bieberdorf hauls in his 5th touchdown this season. Check with his first as a Dragon. 6-0 Dragons.
Offside defense.
There was
Number
a flag.
91.
It was on the University of Mary. Just a perfect out pattern. Perfectly thrown where Tyree Gibson couldn't get it, and Bieberdorf hauled it in. The Dragons have a new kicker today. As far as short extra points, it's Ryan Riddell out of Blaine, Minnesota. Out of the hold of Max Carter. Kick on its way. It's good. 10:31 remaining here in the first quarter. Dragons on top after the turnover, 7-0.
Your local news informs and inspires. We share your stories of sorrow and hope. The stories that entertain, educate, and engage.
Your news at 5 starts.
We record the past and reveal the future. We tell the stories of your community with local news.
Today's game is sponsored by Inform, who offers the best local sports coverage in the region. Follow your favorite team at inform.com. Stay informed and connected by subscribing today at inform.com/subscribe. 7-0, the Dragons lead it. This is Garrett Meal who's going to kick it off. High, short, end over end kick. This is Danny Kittner from his own 10. Kittner, the 20, takes a right-hand turn, grabbed by Marcus Gully, and he will go down, and that's where Mary will start, trailing 7-0. The Dragons have won 5 in a row over Mary, the last time they lost. 52-45 on October 25th, 2014 in Bismarck. The last time they won here was October 29th, 2011. Lockway's first year. The only other win they got that season was their season opener against Robert Morris. This is Dave Small Jr. Hit by Porozinski, but he couldn't take him down. Now he's going to be finished off by Matt Show, who is the leading tackler for the Dragons. 10-10 remaining, first quarter. A Justin check to Ryan Bieberdorf, 4-yard touchdown hookup through the air is the lone score of the afternoon. Craig Bagnell standing on the 22-yard line on the far side. Still calling plays in. Looks like he's brushing his teeth and washing his face, and there are 10 seconds remaining on the play clock. Kittner wide to the near side. Cody Sorensen is out there with him. Nelson's looking his way. He'll throw, complete. First down. He hits Brandon Morris. That's just his third catch this season. It goes up to the 49-yard line. Bagnell, the head coach, 8th all-time in the NSIC, had almost 9,000 yards through the air. Nelson, complete. Again, it's Brandon Morris. Gets across midfield. Bagnell is the second highest passing attempts. His completion rate was also 62% as a 4-year starter. Second fewest interceptions. He did all this in 35 games, whereas everybody in front of him had more, with the exception of Silas Fluellen from Wayne State. Fluellen is not to be confused with Doug Llewellyn, the host of the People's Court. It's 2nd and 3 with 8.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. This is Small. He's going to spin and turn across the 45-yard line and pick up a Mary first down.
First and 10 for Honors.
Again, Bagnell, who got coaching experience at Bemidji State, turned them into an offensive juggernaut before coming home to his alma mater. A lot of time for Nelson, but he overthrows his intended receiver. Looked like it was intended for Morris again, who's been busy. This is doubleheader day once again here on the Dragons Digital Network. When football's over, we'll gallop downstairs and we'll watch the Dragon volleyball team take on a pretty good St. Cloud State team. They're ranked 13th in the country. They came from 2-1 behind last night at Northern State and beat the Wolves, and are 1 game behind Concordia St. Paul in the league. Nelson throws, has a man wide open. It's Luke Little. That's 8 yards. This will bring up 3rd and 2. They're going to mark it at the 37-yard line. It's a 3rd and 3. I would like to think in this day and age, and Bagnell being the brilliant offensive mind that he is, this is 4-down territory. 7:27 remaining first quarter. Dragons up 7 rip. This is 3rd and 3. Nelson keeps himself, has a lot of room. He'll slide down at the 31-yard line. He'll pick up enough yardage for the first down as he had a gaping hole right up the middle. See if we can see that again. Nelson has the option to give it to Small, who would have gone to the right, and then he saw that huge opening, and instead of taking a lick from Marcus Gully, he slid down at the 31-yard line. All replays presented by Midco. Great view there. Nelson escapes big trouble and now throws it away. Fortunately, Little was down there. Marcus Gully and Josiah Boehm were applying the pressure. Get away from him. Don't want anything to do with this guy. Boehm did catch him. And Rolf Erickson said, yes, he was outside of the pocket, and also, more importantly, there was a white shirt nearby. I've got Thomas Petrick and Taylor Thurs up here in the next booth, giving us some great looks. This is 2nd and 10. Small in motion. He'll pitch a tent next to Nelson, who throws. One-handed catch made by Danny Kittner. That's terrific. That's why he's one of the best in all the NCAA. That was his 79th catch this season. Not many are going to get prettier than that one. Mary trying to answer the turnover and the touchdown. This is Nelson. In trouble, Darius Wood-Steichen got him. Darius Wood-Steichen with his 3rd sack this season. I'm not convinced Logan Nelson knew where Wood-Steichen was, but when he grabbed him, I think he knew he was going to the ground. This is 2nd and 19. Mary inside the red zone this season. Pretty proficient, 21 of 23 with 19 touchdowns. Nelson back. Throws, got a man wide open, touchdown. That is Luke Little, and that is his 12th touchdown this season. Wood-Steichen was in the neighborhood, and then he found Luke Little, who found an opening, and Kevin Powell is on for the extra point. Kicks up, and it's good. Mary does have the answer. 5.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. We are now all tied at 7.
14-7 the lead for Minot State. Upper Iowa's going to need a little bit of power here in this second half. Try to come from behind, down a touchdown here at the start of the third quarter. Noah Reed and Chris Clayton with you here on Beck Sports. Great to have you with us here on a chilly early Saturday morning for some college football from Minot. Upper Iowa scored the first touchdown of the game, but 14 unanswered for Minot State, including a 93-yard touchdown drive right before halftime. Chris gave the Beavers the lead.
And this feels like a pivotal drive in this game. It's a chance for Minot State to really gain control and get a 2-score lead if they can have another effective drive. But you know the urgency is going to be there for this Upper Iowa defense. A huge opportunity, a winless team that's still within a score here in the second half.
Second half kickoff is brought to you by...
How cool was that? How cool is this? We got to see a live look-in from the Upper Iowa Minot State game. That game started at 11 o'clock. Probably the biggest reason why they had to start that game at 11 o'clock is because geographically, Upper Iowa and Minot State are separated by the longest. It takes 7.5 hours from Moorhead to Upper Iowa. It takes five hours to get to Minot. So you're looking at a long bus ride home. Sheesh. Tommy Falk and the Dragons back at it after the Lundqvist return to the 36-yard line. We're knotted at 7, 5:25 remaining here in the first quarter from Moorhead. Falk looking long. Bresnahan has a step. He makes a diving catch. Are you kidding me? Hey, Jordan, you enjoying Grady Bresnahan? He was right in front of you when he made that catch. He's one of the best. He had to make the play. From my angle, remember, I'm up in the air. That ball looked like it was overthrown. That's what hey, remember the advice I gave you earlier today? Go get it, baby. That's what Bresnahan just did. 4:50 remaining. That's Jordan Austin, our sideline reporter, who's standing on the track, and that was right in front of him. This is Imdick. He got the angle. He got the edge. And he got good yardage. I got this sheet that I've been making all year called the Grady Bresnahan sheet. He's already, the next record he's looking for would be Jabari Taylor and Damon Gibson's 2016 record. He would need to average 9.5 catches per game to hit 90 catches in a season. They're pretty far away. He needs 51 to catch Nathan Hewitt for career receptions in the NSIC. Falk firing towards the end zone. Incomplete. Ryan Harvey Turner was in a chicken fight in the end zone with a couple of Marauders and could not bring it home. I think the thinking there, here's the Bresnahan catch again. Lay out, young man! Did you see the look that Tyrese Gibson looked back and goes, you kidding me? That guy caught the ball? I think the philosophy there was you go for the home run on 3rd and 1. 4-down territory for a Dragon team that has had its woes kicking. This is Wildcat to Hayden Bowl. Bowl is a verb and a noun. Straight ahead for 4 yards on a first down. Keep in mind, in 2005 and 2004, when Steve Lockway was the offensive coordinator at Minnesota Crookston, he ran Wildcat with a guy named Frederick R.J. Rollins, who still has several rushing records and scoring records in the Northern Sun. Steve Lockway ran Wildcat before Wildcat was invented. 3:45 remaining, first quarter. We are level at 7. Jet sweep. Marquardt, did he get in? No, he got the edge. All the way down to the 2-yard line. Trenton Marquardt, his first run this season. Guy's got wheels. Look at this block by Bowl. Boom. Just an elbow, just a shoulder. Get out of my way, will you? Check comes out. Falk comes back in. So Mary's getting the kitchen sink thrown at them as far as looks by Steve Lockway. Bowl in the backfield, along with Tommy Falk. High snap. Falk throws. Bieberdorf again. You better believe it. Ryan Bieberdorf is having himself an afternoon. Touchdown, Dragons. Just like check. Throw the ball where only number 1 can haul it down, and he's pretty reliable at it. Riddell on for the extra point again. Did he get that in? Certainly did. This is the back and forth game that we were thinking we could have. 3 scores in a row. 3:05 remaining in the first quarter. It's now 14-7 Dragons.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
Welcome back to Shields Field at Alex Nemzik Stadium. Steve DeStacio flying solo today with Don Groth on the mend at home. Hopefully watching today, this is Kittner. Kittner takes a right-hand turn. He's got wheels. He's trying to outrun Colby Vanderwall, and then he gets escorted to the turf violently. I think it was the kicker, Meal. Carter Blackwell. So now it's Mary's turn. A punt, then a Mary interception. Jared Collenbach did the honors. And then 3 consecutive scoring drives as you look at head coach Craig Bagnell. From the 30-yard line, 2:57 remaining first quarter. It's 14-7. Small. Tries to spin, then he got popped. Denver Sheets made the hit.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
That Dragon scoring play or drive, 7 plays, 64 yards. It took all of 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That is a Steve Lockway drive. Small. Small steps, 2 yards. Small pickup, 3rd and 6.
Dragon fans, it's 3rd down.
Nelson through the air so far, 5 of 7. The touchdown, but also the interception. It's 3rd and 6 here. No pressure put on by the Dragons until now. And Nelson has to throw it away. Finally breaking through was Caleb Doden, the freshman from Williston. It's 4th and 6, and I think Bagnell has to bring in the punting unit, and he does. This is Kevin Powell. He averages just 31.3 yards per kick. Grady Bresnahan is back deep for the Dragons. High, unassuming kick. The sure-handed Bresnahan grabs it. 34-yard punt, no return, and now the Dragons will take over. So far for the Dragons, Tommy Falk, 5 of 9, 87 yards and a touchdown. Justin Check came in for just the 1 play and threw a touchdown pass. Trent Marquardt has the 14-yard run. Grady Bresnahan, 2 catches, 43 yards. Ryan Bieberdorf, 3 catches, 17 yards, 2 of them for touchdowns. Dragons take over from their own 32-yard line. Falk fires to Marquardt, complete. He'll get licked out of bounds after about a 5-yard pickup. I don't know the reason why Minot and Upper Iowa started at 11 a.m. We haven't seen much of that. Back in the Metrodome days when they had the Metrodome Classic, which ended about 2007, Dragons beat Southwest Minnesota State, and then that was it. Back in the day, they had games that started at 8 a.m. Falk. Did Falk fumble that ball? I think he did. Falk put that ball on the ground, and there's the turnover Mary needed. I thought I saw Tommy Falk put that ball on the ground, and it was gobbled up by Tanner Vaughn right there. Oh, yeah. Vaughn fought with his teammate to get it. Tommy Falk rolled the dice, and the Las Vegas, Nevada native gobbled it up. And now, just like the Dragons had on their first scoring opportunity, have the ball at the 27-yard line. 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Big change here. This is Small. He'll get jumped on by Denver Sheets. Yeah, I tried to call my man Don Groth today. Didn't pick up the phone. That's okay. He's recovering from illness. So I went to the NCAA rule book, and it specifically said defenders are allowed to jump on guys running the ball. So what Denver Sheets did was perfectly legal. Mary does not have to run another play this quarter if they choose. They will. Nelson throws, incomplete, with 2 seconds remaining. Darius Woods-Steichen, James Eggert, among others. This is a 3rd and 7 for the University of Mary with 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Small in the backfield. Little in motion. Complete to the far side. It's Small out of the backfield, and he's going to fight and get close to the first down. And you know what? We can figure that out, whether he got it or not. Next quarter. End of one from Moorhead. It's what we expected. Dragons up 14-7.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Before that graphic came up, did you just look at the blue sky and the clouds? Just gorgeous. Minnesota Duluth and Bemidji State 3-0. The Dragons had a 19-0 lead on Bemidji State last week at halftime and lost. They had a lead on Duluth until the Bulldogs scored with 2 seconds left. It's that kind of narrow difference that deciphers the Dragons from where they are at 1-2 in 5th place in the NSIC North from the boys at the top. Sioux Falls 2-0. Augustana, Wayne State 2-1. NSIC football standings presented by Sodexo Quality of Life Services. How about that first quarter? Kind of expected it. Couple hundred yards of offense. Mary had 94. The Dragons had 113. Both teams had a huge turnover. Mary converted 2 of 4 first downs. The Dragons 1 of 2. Just trying to find out if Mary can score here. This is 1st and 10, as Small did have enough yardage for the first down. Little, nope, Nelson's going to keep it. He'll get grabbed by Sheets. He fumbles. The official threw his flag down, or his hanky down. Is this Dragon ball? It is. That was Denver Sheets. That ball just squirted out at the end. And then there's 90 with it. Denver Sheets comes up with it. Jordan, what's going on? I asked you if your fingers were cold. Do you think that's one of the reasons why we're getting these turnovers?
On top, ripped the ball out as soon as he started to bring it out.
If I were you, I would not move. Stand still, because everything's happening right in front of you, whether it's offensively or defensively, including this Grady Bresnahan catch and then a short gain.
I mean, hey, I love it.
Right, just stay there, and we'll just focus the cameras down there. Easy, right? Jordan, you have something else for us?
Yeah, after that last touchdown, Bresnahan and Bieberdorf. What a combination of names. They were having some sort of conversation about the coverage that the defense was throwing at them, and they were talking about cuts. It seems like this Dragon offense is very confident about throwing the ball.
Yeah, well, I mean, you had the long pass in front of you to Bresnahan. They've thrown 2 outs to Bieberdorf in the end zone. I mean, it all starts with the offensive line and Tommy Falk. They're getting it done, and then, yes, they're executing, but the communication between those two has just always been terrific. You got to remember, Grady Bresnahan's in his 6th year. So what is he, like 24 years old? I mean, we're talking a lot of maturity and leadership. 3rd and 8 for the Dragons. Falk looking for Bieberdorf. Just a little overthrown. Defending for the University of Mary was Damon Williamson out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Hey, Jordan, one more thing real quick. Did you say when the sun comes out, it's warm?
It does heat up quite a bit.
Okay.
It's been nice out here.
Okay. You can stay out there. I'll stay up here. 4th down. Check comes in to kick it away. Check, an end-over-end kick of 41 yards. And Kittner's loose. That is a terrific 11-yard spinning, twisting, and turning punt return. We have settled into what's been a pretty good football game. 13:22 remaining here in the first half. The Dragons lead the University of Mary 14-7. There have been 3 touchdowns all through the air. There have been 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and an interception. Field position. That's what you want in a football game. Nelson back at it. 6 of 10 for 71 yards. He'll give it to Small. Small runs into Eggert, and then he is pile driven to the ground by Matt Show, the Dragons' leading tackler who came into today. Here comes 33. Boom. Textbook wrap-up tackling. Show had 56 tackles coming into today. 12:50 remaining, first half, 14-7. The Dragons lead it. Nelson back. Complete, far side, he hits Luke Little, and that's going to be a first down. Mike McClanahan and others making sure he goes out of bounds. This Little came in second in the NSIC with 11 touchdowns, one behind Danny Kittner. So with his touchdown earlier today, they each have 12 to lead the league. Marauders on the move, the 31-yard line. Little looking long, or Nelson rather, finding Little. Is he in? Yes, touchdown. Luke Little takes over the Northern Sun. Touchdown receiving lead by himself and hauls in that, and it is a 1-point game. It all starts with time, and then Nelson found Little, was his knee down. We don't have rules expert Gene Steratore here. He's working for CBS once again. At some point, we'll try to get him up here to the booth. Meanwhile, Powell's going to try to tie it up. This kick's on its way and goes through. 12:03 remaining in the first half. We are once again level, this time at 14.
More exciting way to end.
For over 100 years, we have been here to connect you, entertain you, inform you. Our world may change, but we are always here. Then, now, and tomorrow.
Let's talk pizza again. Use promo code Dragons35 at any Fargo Moorhead Papa John's for 35% off your order. For a limited time, get the Shakaroni extra large pizza. It's extra large, it's got extra pepperoni, it's got extra cheese. Papa John's, the official pizza for the Dragons. 14-14. Lundqvist for a third time today from the 10. 20-25, then he abruptly goes backwards, probably because somebody dressed in white introduced himself to him. So the Dragons will take over at the 27-yard line. The Dragons, while we talked about their rushing offense being 14th in the league, 4th through the air. Mary, of course, number 1. Check on the move. And then slide steps out of bounds in front of Tyree Gibson. Like we mentioned, Steve Lockway throwing different looks. Now I'm looking at Tommy Falk. He's on the sidelines. Jordan, do you know why?
To tell you, they're moving on me as well. I wish I could tell you what's happening.
Okay. We're just keeping our eye on the rotating quarterbacks. We know that Czech does this. He's more of the running quarterback. He'll get a couple yards, just trying to throw some different things into the wrinkle. That last scoring drive for Mary, 4 plays, 44 yards, and it only took him a minute 19. This is 2nd and 8. Czech, a backup quarterback at St. Cloud State. In November of 2019, the Dragons beat St. Cloud State, and then St. Cloud State shut down football. So the Dragons have Czech as well as Joe Muccio. This is Grady Bresnahan with wheels, and he'll get the first down. They keep exploiting the edges of the Marauder defense. A couple of jet sweeps, one to Marquardt, one to Bresnahan. The RPO's going that way. One of the keys to a Dragons victory had to be to run the ball. They're not getting any success running it up the middle, so they just keep pounding the edges. Czech remains in. He'll throw far side Bresnahan. He's got speed. He's shifting. He gets out of bounds. He gets another first down.
Inside the 35, marked down near the 33-yard line. And up for a Dragon.
Perhaps Falk's on the sideline because Steve Lockway didn't like that fumble. This is Bieberdorf. He didn't get the block from Marquardt, and Nate Eshelman, who was injured on the opening kickoff, made that big hit right there. Bieberdorf looked like he was the blocking sled. It was a loss of 3. We're under 10 minutes remaining. 9:45 left first half. 14-14 is our score. Marquardt could not get the edge, and here comes a flag. He was tripped up by Tyrese Gibson. Haven't heard from Rolf Eriksson for a while. They're explaining things to Bagnell, so I assume this is on the Dragons. It's interesting. It would either be second down from the 45-yard line or, I don't know. You know what? Rolf Eriksson has a white hat on.
Offense, number 76, 10-yard penalty, second down.
Okay, they're going to move him back. Troy Casperson was the guilty party. But it was an interesting decision by Bagnell. It makes it second down and 23, or it would have been a 3rd and 12. Bagnell decides to back the Dragons up. Tommy Falk back in. Falk back. Complete far side, Ryan Harvey-Turner. He got back some of it. It'll still be 3rd and long. Jordan, what do you have?
That missed screenplay. Marquardt came off the field and went down immediately. He's now getting his calf stretched out.
Okay, that was probably the one where Nate Eshelman buried Ryan Bieberdorf. So perhaps now we know why Marquardt could not make the block. I see him stretching it out right in front of you. Now he's getting some water. 3rd and 15. Falk throwing long. What a catch by, oh no, they're going to say that Bresnahan was out of bounds. We're a long way away from where Grady Bresnahan made that catch. It looked like he tapped his left foot. Let's see if we can get an angle. He got that left foot down. He got that left foot down. Go to VAR. Oh boy. Unless that left foot came down with white chalk and the back judge, veteran Jared Butson, was down there to make the call. Bresnahan did not argue, but you saw his foot tap down. But apparently it was out of bounds, and now the Dragons are going to be whistled for a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense, number 15, 1-yard penalty, 4th down.
You see that, Jordan? Grady Bresnahan just slammed his helmet. That's how competitive that guy is, even though that was almost an impossible catch. So here's check. Again, it's these times where you need Gene Steratore in the New York offices, and he's not there. Check, high wobbler. Takes a Dragon spin, goes down at the 15-yard line. Let's see that Bresnahan throws there. Okay, he was out of bounds. At first look, he was certainly inbounds. There is a flag now. There's 2 flags on this play. Here's Rolf Eriksson.
Holding, return team number 10. The penalty would be half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. Ball, 1st down.
Johnny Tillman was guilty of a hold. So this will back the Marauders all the way down inside their own 10-yard line. Our score is 14 apiece. Steve DeStatio, we have Jordan Austin downstairs. What's this, your second game downstairs? We got to call you a veteran student sideline reporter. He's a regular Evan Washburn.
That title sounds good to me.
First down from the 8-yard line. Nelson gives it to Small. And he'll get tripped up. He was off balance enough for a boatload of guys in red, including Sheets, Bame, McClanahan, all to make the stop.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of 1, so it's 2nd and 11. Nelson in the end zone. He's got a man with a lot of running room. It's Brandon Morris. That guy only had 2 catches coming into today, and that was Morris's 3rd this afternoon. He was wide open. Gully and Sorensen drove him out of bounds. Three on the near side for the University of Mary. Small. He got hit, and he's going to go down. That's Jordan Magnuson, the old wrestler. 2018 National Place in Wrestling. Jordan Magnuson gets at least an arm on you. You're going down. Gaining nothing. 2nd and 10. Clock winding. 6:45 remaining. Here in the first half, we're level at 14 from Shields Field at Alex Nemzik Stadium. Nelson complete, and he gets away from Gully. Now Gully's going to finish him off. At least Marcus Gully made him come back to the middle of the field so that he could get help getting him down and prevent the first down. It's 3rd and about 3. The Marauders are 2 of 4 on 3rd down so far this afternoon. Incomplete. He was looking for Little, who has both touchdowns today. Sorensen was looking. I hear a whistle. Do I see a flag? There is a flag right by Craig Bagnell's feet. Is that a challenge flag? They don't have them in this sport. Do we have a verdict?
Legal formation, offense, 5 players in the backfield. The penalties declined, 4th down.
It was an illegal formation on Mary. If you're Steve Lockway, you decline this penalty, and Mary's got a kick, don't you think?
Kevin Holland to punt it away for the Marauders.
Grady Bresnahan has dropped deep, awaiting this Powell punt. This 32-yard, 33-yard punt comes down into the arms of Grady Bresnahan.
Dragon ball 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. And let's hear it for the Dragon Knees.
Matt Bus is a convenient, cost-effective way to get around town. For more information and to stay up to date on all future service changes, visit mattbus.com and follow Matt Bus on Facebook and Twitter. Gas prices have skyrocketed. Matt Bus is not a bad option. Bowl right at the middle. That was a manly hit and collision. Let's do the tail of the tape. You got Sua Tagala, 6'3", 245 freshman from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You got Hayden Bowl, 5'9", 230-pound sophomore from Hankinson, North Dakota, and they just butted heads like rams. And it looks like Tagala got the better part of Bowl. We drip towards the 5-minute mark. Falk throws it away. That's the decisions. Those are the decisions. Those are the decisions that Tommy Falk continues to improve upon, or is at least reminded to try to improve upon. Instead of forcing, he knew he was outside of the box, and he chucked it out of bounds. It is a 3rd and 9 for the Dragons. The Dragons are just 1 of 4 on 3rd downs. Falk throws. He's got Bieberdorf. Can he get the first down? No. He gets spun down. Oh, a healthy 3 yards shy of the first down, and Steve Lockway has to make a decision. He looks over at Abe Rourke, and I think they're going to kick it away. Kittner drops back deep for Mary. Remember, it's Justin Check, and I think with his formation in more of a shotgun, not punting formation, Craig Bagnell wants to think about this. We'll step out. 4:15 remaining in the first half. We're tied at 14.
Doritos spicy sweet chili wings.
Get them while you can.
Right. Spicy sweet chips always. Chips, oh yeah. Pepsi.
Everyone wins.
To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Steve Lockway does not do a lot of tomfoolery or trickery or shenanigans or whatever fun word you'd like to insert. But Justin Check was not 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He was about 8. And I think Bagnell said, you know what? I don't like this. I want to make sure that aforementioned trickery doesn't start now. Kittner's deep. Good snap. Beautiful kick. High, spiraling kick. And this ball is touched by Bruce, the punter, at 12. That's a 42-yard punt. You know what? Let's head west, young man. Let's go to Minot and check in on Upper Iowa and Minot State, courtesy of Gate City Bank and
on the sideline. Can be a backbreaker for this Upper Iowa defense.
3 straight 3rd downs that have resulted in a first down conversion, Chris, for Minot State. A team that struggled all year long on 3rd down is 6 of 11 today. They have managed 3rd downs really well. 2nd and 10. McCleary facing some heat, and it's Smith who sacks him again. His 2nd today.
Wow, it was a team effort on the sack, but you're right, it was Smith that broke through initially. Zach Wegman came to help him out, but look at Smith, forcing him outside the pocket, got a grasp on McCleary. Wegman dives in.
5 yards. Where's Rolfe? There he is.
Holding. Offense. Number 71. Half the distance to the goal. Replay first down.
Sam Harris, the old MSU Moorhead Dragon. Guilty of the hold. That's what he gets for transferring to Mary. If you remember that live look-in, presented by Gate City Bank, courtesy of the NSIC network. Minot State was on top 17-14. They are looking for their first victory this year. wonderful to have those live look-ins around the NSIC. This is Kittner. He is dangerous, but he's also out of bounds as Sorensen gets up a little slow.
Brings up second down.
This will be a 2nd and 8. There's 3:35 remaining here in the first half. We are tied at 14. A Justin Check and a Tommy Falk touchdown pass each to Ryan Bieberdorf, and 2 Nelson to Little hookups for Mary. Small, up the middle, plows forward to the 19-yard line. Saw the side judge, Mark Nolan, looking at Steve Lockway. I think he was thinking the same thing. Do you want to take a timeout? Maybe not yet. Still 2:52 remaining, and your defense needs to come up with a stop. It's 3rd and 4. Nelson sends Kittner in motion. That's a first down. Pretty simple hookup to Jaden Anderson. That's his 14th catch this season. He'll go over the 200-yard mark. And a 3rd and 4 converted by Mary. Again, it all starts. Nelson comfortable in the pocket with time, and then he found an open receiver. Now Mary might want to think about giddying up just a little quicker. We approach 2:10 left, first half. There goes Small. He's got running room. Small. Still on his feet. Small with a big run up ahead to the 47-yard line. 17 yards and a first down. Jake Betcher lost his lid, so he's going to have to come out. They stopped the clock to move the chains. And now it starts. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Mary on the move at their own 47-yard line. They have not led today. Nelson gonna run. Spun out of bounds by Boehm, but not until he got to the Dragon 45-yard line. He picked up 8.
Second down.
Logan Nelson now, last time we looked, 12 for 17 for 155 yards. Kittner, first down. Boehm makes the tackle, and Kittner did get out of bounds as Mary is in 2-minute mode with 96 ticks remaining here in the first half. Sun shines brightly once again on Shields Field. 1:36 remaining in the first half. We are tied at 14. Nelson, intercepted. Are you kidding me? He threw that right to Carter Blackwell. These are just not mistakes that Logan Nelson has made this season. I haven't watched any University of Mary games, but he had 24 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Now he's thrown 2, right to guys in red. And you know what the guy in the red sweatshirt is thinking? I got 1 minute and 30 seconds. I've got a full allotment of timeouts. I think I'm gonna go get me some. Falk comes out. Check has played some this afternoon. In fact, Justin Check has a touchdown pass. That was Blackwell's first interception this season. Falk throwing long. Ryan Harvey Turner was in perfect position at the 42-yard line. It hit him right in the breadbasket, and he dropped it. One of the keys to victory, create turnovers. The Dragons have created 3. They converted on one of them. It's 2nd and 10 with $1:25 remaining here in the first half. Falk throws. This is Imdick. A lot of running room. He's still on his feet. Imdick finally gets taken down by Tyree Gibson at the 46-yard line. 26-yard pickup, second big pitch and catch to Imdick. Clock stops for the Chains and now it moves. 1:10 remaining. Lockway has all 3 of his timeouts remaining. Boy, they're taking time here. Now Falk fires, complete. That's Marquardt. Jordan, we saw Trent Marquardt stretching, and it just didn't look like much that other than just trying to keep loose, correct?
Like anything serious, just getting some stretching. Might have been a cramp. After rolling it out and stretching, he looks fine.
You know what? If you're cold, stretch. Sounds like a plan to me. 2nd and 2, 56 seconds remaining. He did get out of bounds. Imdick in the backfield. Falk looking left, firing left. There's Marquardt again. Go say hi to him, Jordan. Right in front of you again at the 40-yard line. He gets a couple feet down on the first down. Now following the Blackwell interception, the Dragons are on the move, and the University of Mary is going to take a timeout and get a breath. 52 seconds remaining in the first half. We'll take a break. We're tied at 14. We'll keep it right here, and we'll tell you to visit the Moorhead Shields for all your professional, college, and high school team gear. Enjoy shopping the large clothing section, that's men and women's. Or bring your sporting goods in for tune-ups at the Moorhead Shields. We're at Shields Field at Alex Nemzik Stadium, enjoying a quality Division II football game between the University of Mary and the Dragons. This used to be the battle for the, in fact, it still is the battle for the paddle. The paddle is located in the north end zone where the beer garden used to be. The Dragons have it at the 40-yard line. Imdick in motion. Falk looking long. Imdick's out of bounds. Coming up at halftime, I don't know if you noticed it last night if you were watching volleyball or if you've been in the gym lately, the weight room is no longer in the gym. The weight room is in the weight room, and it is gorgeous. And our halftime news break will showcase the brand new MSU Moorhead Dragons weight room. 2nd and 10, Falk. This is going to be a hold on the Dragons. Although Ryan Harvey Turner dropped that ball, I saw a uniform get grabbed, and this might cost the Dragons 10 yards.
Holding offense, 96. The penalties declined. 3rd down.
I think it was Casperson again. Yep. So with 43 seconds remaining, Craig Bagnell will decline the penalty. It's 3rd and 10 from the Mary 40-yard line. Still 43 seconds remaining. Falk in trouble. Incomplete. He also got walloped by Jack Barry, not the former host of the Joker's Wild. Tommy took a hit right in the gut, and the Dragons are have to kick this away as you watch Falk get pressured. There's the spinorama move by Barry, And then he got Malachi crunched by Barry and one of his buddies. So the Dragons threaten, but they're going to kick it away here with 37 seconds left. Ball's grabbed by Ryan Harvey Turner. Justin Check did his job. There's 28 seconds remaining in the first half. And with only one timeout remaining, we will see what Craig Bagnell does. The Dragons still have all 3 of their timeouts remaining if they choose to utilize them. So Nelson will come out. He's 13 of 19 for 172 yards. The 2 touchdowns, but also the 2 interceptions. They do keep it on the ground to Small. He finally goes down to the 26-yard line. There's 21 seconds remaining. And now they'll wind the clock. Let's see if Mary runs a play or runs the clock out. I think that's going to do it. It will. End of the first half from Moorhead. The Dragons and the University of Mary all knotted up at 14. Stay tuned for all of your halftime activities, including the video documentary of the brand new Dragons weight room. It's all coming up next. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragons football. Let's grab Jordan Austin. He's got Steve Lockway real quick. Go ahead, Jordan.
All right, Coach. It's a tie game. What do you got to do to take control in the second half?
Well, I think we got to keep playing well defensively. We're getting turnovers, but we just got to keep them out of the red zone, out of that. I think offensively, we just got to do a better job of sustaining drives. We're kind of shooting ourselves in our foot and leaving us with some tough spots. We just got to be consistent, play after play, whole drive long, finish drives.
All right, thank you.
Jordan, thank you. Apologies. Now we'll go to our halftime here in Moorhead, all tied at 14 here on the Dragons Digital Network.
Riddle me this, with all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a news membership, you get all access. What does all access mean? For one low subscription rate, you can read and view all of the 20-plus Forum Communications news brands, including exclusive members-only live streams and virtual events. Simply become a member to get all your local and regional news from all of our online news sites, e-papers, apps, and more. Discover the benefits of All Access membership today.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
Today's live coverage on the Dragons Digital Network is brought to you by our broadcast partners, Bell Bank, Brandfolk, BSN Sports, Buffalo Wild Wings, Bite Speed, Herbert and Gerbert's, Inforum, Gate City Bank, Matt Bus, Microtel, Midco, Papa John's, Pepsi, Richards Transportation, Sanford Health, Shields, Shucks Bus Service, State Farm Agent David Eggers, WDAY, the NSIC, and Minnesota State University Moorhead. After years of planning, pandemics, and postponements, Dragon student athletes finally got to see their new weight room for the first time. Leading the charge, Dragon alum and current head strength and conditioning coach, Phil Herkenhoff.
Extremely exciting. It's something that, obviously, when I played here, I wanted a new weight room, and we just have a huge space. So to have it completely redone is truly amazing. And then to see their faces, too, once I got in the room, is just like, they deserve this type of thing. So it makes me feel excited for them. I still am excited, and words can't explain it sometimes.
It was super cool. It's been a work in progress for a while. There's been a lot of talk for a few years, and to finally see it in person and finish is really cool to see.
It was so cool. I mean, seeing the change from what was in here previously, you know, the old wood floors just covered by those black mats, the old racks, the combination of, you know, the just combination of everything that was in here that was accumulated over the years to all brand new everything. It's incredible. And that turf, that's nice.
My favorite thing in here, it's got to be the red turf. The red turf matching the red end zones on Shields Field. I think it's a really neat factor in there. There's so much other stuff in there that's so cool. The dumbbells with the Dragon logo on it. The subtle dragons throughout the place, that I think is just the added bonus for me.
Probably the turf, just to have that. Not a lot of weight rooms have that. It's kind of something up and coming, and just to have that and how pronounced it is in this room, it stands out, and I think the athletes are excited for it too.
Yes, the turf and the whole room is very, very nice now that it's all finished, but the process began years ago, a whole strength staff ago, in fact. But now, with the help of some amazing donors, someday is today for the Dragons.
The process started way back in 2017 when, at that time, our strength and conditioning coach, Travis Anderson, was here. And the idea, we started the conversation of how can we upgrade this weight room? What's the best way to do it? And we started the conversations, we started exploring options. Coach Anderson went to a lot of different weight rooms trying to figure out what would be the ideal weight room with the square foot that we have and with the footprint. Started the process. Our good friends at Sanford Health bought into the dream early on, and they jumped on board and made a lead gift to this project. We've had numerous other donors along the way who've come along our side and said, hey, we want to make this happen for your student athletes. We want to make this happen for future student athletes.
Truly amazing process. Not many strength coaches get to, develop their own weight room, and I was given that opportunity, and I'm truly blessed for that opportunity to come here with the new position and be able, administration saying, like, go ahead, this is your room, do what you want with it. And, obviously still talking with Coach Anderson on the space that we had, and he was here for multiple years and how things flowed, and I wanted his opinion on things, and then just kind of putting my stamp on it as well is, kind of how I set it up and what I feel is going to flow best for my programs and how I do things and how my staff does things.
Renovating one room may not seem like a big deal, but this one room is the only space every student athlete uses. One room that can elevate all sports at the same time. One room that will excite recruits, grow athletes, and could even change the culture of Dragon athletics.
Without a doubt, this is one room that every student athlete uses throughout their time here as a Dragon athlete. And they're going to get faster, stronger, bigger, and this is a room that's going to help them do that. And the equipment in here is state-of-the-art, is the top of the line, is the equipment that will transform our student athletes to the next level.
I think just the culture is going to change a little bit. Having like that new renovated weight room is going to really add a lot to Dragon athletics.
I always said that my favorite room on campus is the weight room, because that's where all the work is put in. I mean, yes, you have your practice times, but when I came here for football, everything was you spend the most time with the strength coach. Even with track, we spend more time with our strength coaches than we do with our event group coach. So this is where a lot of the work is done, and so this is just going to make it. I mean, we're going. One of the other throwers said, "I'm going to enjoy coming to lift just because of the space now." And seeing, all this new equipment that we get to use, all the new tools that the coaches are going to have at their disposal makes me both incredibly nervous and very excited, because it's going to get interesting with some of the new stuff they're going to be able to do.
The end goal was being able to impact our current student athletes and impact future student athletes, and without a doubt, we hit it right on the head.
Heading to Fargo-Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
The NSIC Student Athletes pledge
to treat everyone
with respect and dignity.
Respect and dignity.
We will not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
We will stand up
and speak out.
And speak out.
To create an inclusive environment for all.
We see the need for improvement.
And we will use our platform to be influencers of change.
Influencers of change.
Together we can foster a culture of kindness,
and respect for all.
We invite you to support our effort.
At MadBus, we're taking action to make your ride as safe as possible. Extra sanitizing, protective equipment, and suspending fare collection to minimize contact. We also need your help. Face coverings are required on all MadBus vehicles for the protection of our passengers and staff. We can all get there safely. Together.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Your local news informs and inspires. We share your stories of sorrow and hope. The stories that entertain, educate, and engage.
Your news at 5 starts.
We record the past and reveal the future. We tell the stories of your community with local news.
"14-14 is your score here at gorgeous Shields Field at Alex Nemzik Stadium. And let's go to some first half highlights, shall we? This is Justin Check, the running quarterback, throwing his first touchdown this season to Ryan Bieberdorf, capping off a 5-play, 25-yard drive. Mary came right back. Luke Little with his 12th touchdown catch of the season, tied it at 5, and watch Grady Bresnahan lay out with the over-the-shoulder catch, and that will set up this. Falk, you know what? That fade to Ryan Bieberdorf worked before. It works again, 14-7 Dragons. And then Tommy Falk fumbles right here. You can see the ball loose. It was grabbed by Tyrese Vaughn, and then Mary scored again with 12:03, the lone score of the second quarter. It happened with 12:03 remaining in the first half. 14-14 is your score. Your highlights, that is so gorgeous. Your highlights presented by Midco. Here's your game summary. 232 yards for Mary, 207 yards for the Dragons. Time of possession nearly similar. Look at that turnover ratio. 3 for the University of Mary. They have committed 3 turnovers. The Dragons did commit the 1. You just saw it, Tommy Falk fumble. The Dragons have rushed for 47 yards, and that is trying to keep the Mary defense honest. That was one of our keys to a victory. Game summary presented by Papa John's. Back with more after this. You're watching live coverage of Dragons football on the Dragons Digital Network.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a news membership, you get all access. What does all access mean? For one low subscription rate, you can read and view all of the 20-plus Forum Communications news brands, including exclusive members-only live streams and virtual events. Simply become a member to get all your local and regional news from all of our online news sites, e-papers, apps, and more. Discover the benefits of All Access membership today.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
More exciting way to end.
For over 100 years, we have been here to connect you, entertain you, inform you. Our world may change, but we are always here. Then, now, and tomorrow.
Doritos Spicy Sweet Chili Wings.
Get them while you can.
Right. Spicy Sweet Chips Always. Chips, oh me up. Pepsi.
Everyone wins.
To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
14-14 is our score here. Around the league, Minot State looking for its first victory this season. They're in the fourth quarter up at Minot. That game started at 11. Minot up 17-14. Look at that. Concordia St. Paul leading Northern State 17-10. Augustana leading Minnesota State Mankato. It is upset city all over the place. We are on alert. Winona and Sioux Falls just getting started. Bemidji and Duluth for sole possession of first place. Wayne and Southwest will play at 5 p.m. tonight. This look around the league is presented by Richards Transportation. If we take a look at the upcoming schedule, we do have volleyball coming up at 3:30 this afternoon. We'll have it right here on the DDN. I will do the honors. As far as football, just 3 games remaining after today. Northern State is here next Saturday at 12 o'clock. Again, we'll have it, hoping to be reunited with Don Groth. On November 6th, the Dragons travel to Concordia St. Paul. And then on November the 13th, the Dragons will close up shop for the season as they have a date with Wayne State. And you can watch it right here on the Dragons Digital Network. The upcoming schedule presented by Bell Bank. Just told you there is going to be action beginning at 3:30 on the volleyball floor. The Dragons will take on the number 13 team in the nation, the St. Cloud State University Huskies. Welcome back inside the still chilly broadcast booth, again without my friend Don Groth, who is at home, hopefully recovering from a certain bug that is going around. You might have seen it on some news programs, but I'm sure he would be enjoying this one like we are. 14-14, it's had everything. Aerial circus, over 400 and some yards in the first half, and now we'll see if the Dragons can close the deal. That's what they have struggled to do this year. Against Winona State, they had a lead at the half. Against Minnesota Duluth, they lost with 2 seconds remaining. They had a 19-0 lead last week at Bemidji State and failed to hold it. They lost 22-19. So what will we see in the second half? That's why we're here to determine that. So good stuff on the field. As you see, Garrett Meal getting ready to boot this thing away.
All right, Dragon fans, get on your feet. Let's make some epic noise. It's time for the kickoff.
Danny Kittner and DeMonte Stegelmeyer deep for the University of Mary. Meal, low line drive. This is Kittner from his own 6. Across the 10, 15, 20. Kittner's loose. He gets taken down by Marcus Gully over on the far side, and that's where Mary will take over. This University of Mary squad had 232 yards in the first half. Through the air, Nelson was 14 of 21 for 175 yards. We mentioned his prowess through the air. 5th in the NCAA coming into today with 2,264 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10. Kittner in motion. Kittner on the near side, catches it. He was given some space by Blackwell, who got the Dragons' latest interception. But that's ahead for 8 yards and a first down, and bringing up 2nd and short. Three receivers bunched on the near side until Kittner goes in motion. Run pass option. Nelson's going to keep it, and he's going to have a first down. He'll slide to safety, pick up 5 and a first down. In all of D2 passing, this is coming into this game, Brandon Alt from Bemidji, 1st in the NSIC, 4th in the nation, coming in with 2,271 yards. Then this Nelson fellow. Then at number 7, Hunter Troutman, whom we project to see next week, the quarterback for Northern. Tommy Falk came in 15th in the nation in passing yards. Nelson with all day. Incomplete. It could not have gotten any easier for Isaac Buxton, who has 7 catches this season. That ball hit him right between the 8 and the 0. Now they're coming in. Is this a drop and a fumble, or is this a catch and a fumble, or a drop? Yeah. This will bring up 2nd down. As far as receiving yards in the nation, Kittner came in at number 1. Remember the guy who caught the winning touchdown for Duluth, Armani Carmichael? He was 5th. Bresnahan, 13th. Second and 10 for the University of Mary. Small has it. Hops over one of his fallen linemen and gets 4 yards. He leapfrogged right over Melvin Hudson, a redshirt freshman lineman from Locust Grove, Georgia. Hello, Locust Grove, Georgia.
It's 3rd down.
This is a 3rd and 6 for the University of Mary. 13:15 remaining, just getting things started here in this 3rd quarter. Little went backwards, but they're going to give, it looks like they're going to give them the first down. They do. Little grabbed it at the 49, then he looked like he stepped forward. Show made the tackle. Let's watch it again. Where was Little when he caught it? Okay, he had the first down. He might have even caught it at the 48.5, but they gave him the 49. Either way, it did look like a first down, and they gave him the first down properly. 1st and 10 Marauders in Dragon territory. Small, running off tackle left side, picks up a couple. Small this afternoon, that was his 13th carry. He now has 63 rushing yards. Speaking of Falk, he was 17 of 43 last week. Today, 12 of 23 for 148 yards. The touchdown throw to Bieberdorf, but he also put the ball on the ground for the only Dragon turnover of the day. Small again. He'll gallop ahead for 4 and bring up 3rd and 4. So the Marauders matriculating their way down the field here at the 11:25 mark. This is a 3rd and 4. Mary is 4 of 7 on 3rd downs this afternoon. Nelson, complete. Good catch that time by Brandon Morris. He's had himself an afternoon. That was his 5th catch. Remember, he had 2 coming into this week. Here it is again. Again, Nelson with just too much time. Blackwell had the tight coverage, but Nelson, extremely accurate, found him. 1st and 10, 38-yard line. Ty scored 14, 10:40 remaining. This is Small again. He's got some running room. Small. Grabbed by Show, but he'll power his way all the way down to the 17-yard line. 21 yards and a first down for Small, who's starting to pile up the yardage. He went off tackle. He got a great block from Melvin Hudson. Show hung on for dear life. Didn't want a horse collar, and then finally got him down. This time Nelson keeps it himself, and he'll go down. A pickup of 4. Make it 5. We cross over the 10-minute. We cross over the 10-minute mark of this 3rd quarter. Mary's had the ball since the outset of the second half. This is a 2nd and 6. Nelson throws into the end zone, incomplete. We want to welcome everybody who just watched Minot State win its first game this season. They beat Upper Iowa, Fighting Peacocks. Have fun on that bus ride home. You can get back to your dorm rooms at about 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. This is 3rd and 6. The Marauders keep converting their 3rd downs. In fact, they've converted 4 in a row. Nelson loops it into the end zone, and he overthrows Little, who already has 2 touchdowns today. This will bring up 4th and 6, and the field goal unit will come on for the University of Mary. This Kevin Powell is 2 of 3 on field goals this season. It's going to be a 30-yard attempt out of the hold of wide receiver Danny Kittner. That goes through, and the University of Mary has its first lead today. We'll take a break with 9:25 remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's now the University of Mary 17, the Dragons 14.
The NSIC Student Athletes pledge
To treat everyone
with respect and dignity.
respect and dignity.
We will not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
Of any kind. We will stand up
And speak out.
and speak out.
To create an inclusive environment for all.
We see the need for improvement.
And we will use our platform to be influencers of change.
Influencers of change.
Together.
Together, we can foster a culture of kindness,
Kindness and respect for all.
We invite you to support our effort.
Today's game is sponsored by Inforum. Inforum offers the best local sports coverage in the region. Follow your favorite team at Inforum.com. Stay informed and connected by subscribing today at Inforum.com/subscribe. Steve DeStatio with you. Jordan Austin on the sideline. Here from Shields Field, watching some NSIC North football. 9:25 remaining 3rd quarter. Mary with their first lead of the afternoon, up 17-14. This is Landon Lundqvist again from the 10-yard line. Lundqvist finds himself in the arms of a couple of Marauders who take him down at the 31-yard line. That drive that was just executed by Mary was probably one of the better ones that we've seen all season long. 5 minutes, 35 seconds, run, pass. Ultimately, the Dragons got a 3rd down stop, but Kevin Powell hit the field goal. This will be 2nd and 8 as we roll over the 9-minute mark remaining in the 3rd quarter. Imdick in the backfield. Imdick has had 2 big catches today. This pass sizzled over the head of Grady Bresnahan, and just like that, it's 3rd and 8. How about this drive for Mary? 13 plays, 59 yards, and it took 5.5 minutes with Powell hitting the 30-yard field goal. They get loud across the field from us. There aren't many Marauder fans here, but they are loud. 3rd and 8 for the Dragons. Falk Across the middle, incomplete. Marquardt, I think he knew two things. Number one, the ball was over his head. Number two, even if he went after that, he would have gotten licked. Falk overthrows him. It's a quick 3 and out, and Check comes on to kick it away. Kittner deep. .36-yard punt by Check, and I think if you're Mary right now, you got to be kind of happy. You're getting the ball back. You got the lead for the first time today. Your defense is getting stops. The Dragons are 1 of 7 on third downs, and you're putting a Dragon defense right back on the field after they were on for 5.5 minutes and 13 plays. 17-14. Small has 79 yards so far today. Nelson throws, complete far side, Little, and he's going to have a first down. He was finished off by Josiah Bain. Jordan, what's the mood downstairs? I see you're right around the 50-yard line with Steve Lockway. Now they're down by 3.
After that Mary field goal, the linebackers sat down, and they were trying to discuss how they want to attack the zone run. And they're going to stay back and try not to get beat over the top, as well as stay home in the zone.
Okay, that's multitasking. Trying to stay home but not go over the top. We'll see if that strategy works, Cotton. Nelson with time. It's another catch. Betcher makes the tackle, but 9 yards on first down. Don't you have this feeling, Jordan? Just, I don't know. I'm not suggesting the balance of the game. I mean, there's still a ton of time left. But Mary with that 13-play, 5.5-minute drive, I mean, they've got it figured out that they're trying to tire out this Dragon squad by just matriculating down the field.
True. I mean, being out there a long time, especially in the cold, it'll get to you.
Here's Nelson. He'll slide down, and there's a flag. I think he got hit in the head. Porozinski was down there, and we're going to see what this call is. This is important, because if this is a targeting, then this could cost the Dragon the rest of the game. Rolf Erickson is talking to his crew. There were a boatload of players in there at one time. Love to get a replay on this, but let's see what Rolf has to say first.
The result of the play was a first down. After the play, dead ball, personal foul, late hit, defense number 57, hit the quarterback after he's down, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
All right, they got it on Jordan Magnuson. You're going to watch Nelson slide. Let's see if Magnuson could have stopped. There's Magnuson, 57. There's the slide. Huh. Okay. So the 15-yard penalty will put the ball to 31-yard line. This is Kittner. That was behind the line of scrimmage. And then Kittner tries to throw it back to Nelson, and it was underthrown. The only thing I'll have to say about that previous play, and that was a wonderful, wonderful job by our crew with the look. In the pros, in the college, in just football in general, it is so difficult when a quarterback goes down at the last moment. You're asking everybody else to just stop or be at risk for a penalty or an ejection. This is 2nd and 10 after Mary tried some trickery. Nelson back, near side. Well, that's a lot of room. And that's Morris again. That's another first down. Here, just under 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Small dives forward and picks up 5. Small came in averaging 5.2 yards per game and 537 yards in the first 7 games. He is having himself an afternoon so far today, and now he's going to hobble off. So they're going to bring in DeMonte Stegelmeyer. He's carried the ball 22 times this season for 73 yards. Kittner on the near side. He'll make the catch. That's Kittner's 6th catch this afternoon. This is a 3rd down for the University of Mary. 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down.
Kittner again on the far side, looking for a block, didn't get one. Now Kittner's going to go down. He got taken down by a host of Dragons. In fact, he might have lost a foot or two. It's going to be 4th and 3. What will Craig Bagnell do? This is 4th and about 3.5. Mary has a good kicker. Here we go. Pretty significant play coming up. 4th and 3. Nelson back. Now gets some pressure, throws into the end zone, touchdown. It was Little, or Danny Kittner rather. So Logan Nelson's 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon increases the University of Mary lead as Powell's on for the PAT. It's 24-14, 4:44 remaining in the third quarter. For this break, we're going to switch it up on you and stay in Moorhead.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
Jordan Austin is downstairs right behind the Dragon bench that is getting lectured by a couple of coaches. Jordan, what are they talking about?
They said they're playing fairly well. They just need to put their offense in a position to score and force a few more turnovers.
So hard to force turnovers, right? They've gotten 3. They've given their offense chances today, right? The first interception was Collenbach, which was a gimme, and then Blackwell as well, and then they scored off the Collenbach interception. So the defense in the first half, I thought Jordan did great getting the 3 turnovers, but still 14-14. This is Powell to boot it away. It's high and it's short. And it's loose. Blackwell grabs it. Blackwell's loose! Carter Blackwell down the near sideline. Still on his feet across the 20. 10-5. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, MSU Moorhead. foul with the pooch. Carter Blackwell had to run a country mile to grab it, and then he goes 77 yards. He was touched twice, and he did the rest. Good on Carter Blackwell, his first career touchdown. Riddell on for the point after. Got it. Wow. This story continues to get juicier. 4:32 remaining third quarter. It's Mary 24, the Dragons 21.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
There's the standings coming into this week. We can tell you that Minot did win earlier today at home against Upper Iowa. So everybody in the league has won except for Upper Iowa. That was a battle of two 0-7 teams. Mary and Duluth are playing now for sole supremacy of first place. Standings presented by Sodexo. I had these sheets. When was the last time this happened, that happened? For some reason, Kendall Hendon comes to mind as far as kickoff return for a touchdown. Well, not anymore. It's Carter Blackwell. This is Kittner from the 7. They're going to force him out of bounds. Well, Jordan, instead of giving the offense a chance, you know, they could just give Carter Blackwell a chance in their special teams to make a play.
I mean, he came straight at me at the sideline, and I thought he was just coming out of bounds. All of a sudden, the Red Sea parted of Dragon blockers, and he was off to the races.
There he is. He heard us talking about him. What a moment for him. Now the Dragon defense. Can they come up with a stop and get the ball back? This is Stegelmeyer for the first time today. DeMonte Stegelmeyer runs hard and picks up about 6 yards. You almost feel with all the momentum that Mary had before that kickoff return for touchdown, the Dragons kind of needed something, needed a break, whether it was a 77-yard return or not. I mean, even if he would have returned it to the 30-yard line, you're still asking your offense to punch it in. Blackwell did it himself. Second and 4. We drip under 4 minutes remaining third quarter, 24-21. Nelson back again with all day. First down. Magnuson is complaining that he got held. Kittner makes the catch. And Mary will move the chains. Nelson again. Runs away from a lot of guys that go to school here locally. That last touchdown drive by the University of Mary that put them up 24-14. 10 plays, 69 yards. So they had 23 offensive plays that all resulted in points and over 9 minutes of possession. And then they get smacked in the face by the Carter Blackwell 70-yard touchdown. Logan Nelson back. Near side Morris again. Gully hits him. Betcher hits him harder, and it's another first down.
Marcus Gully in the tackle for the Dragons. First and 10 Marauders at their own 46-yard line.
Nelson gets hit by Wood Steichen. Wood Steichen already has a sack in this game, and now he gets a huge. They're going to call that a tackle for loss, or is that a sack as well? Either way, the Dragons at some point need to come up with a stop as Wood Steichen buried Nelson. 2nd and 14. We're already under 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter, which has been owned by the University of Mary, but then the Carter Blackwell kickoff return for touchdown has made the difference. Nelson in trouble. He'll get pushed out of bounds by Sheets, and it's going to be 3rd and 14. He didn't gain anything. Remember, volleyball coming up at 3:30. The Dragons and the number 13 team in the country, St. Cloud State, who won a thrilling 5-setter down in Aberdeen last night, and they're 1 game behind Concordia St. Paul. St. Cloud State looking for its first Northern Sun title since 1982. This is 3rd and 14. Nelson, a lot of running room. He'll cut, and he's going to get belted by Show, and he's going to be piled up at the 49-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and 5. You notice that time Logan Nelson didn't slide. He knew he had to pick up more yardage, and now Mary looks like they're about to boot this thing away. The difference on those last couple plays, Jordan, the Dragons found the quarterback Nelson. First Wood Steichen, and then Denver Sheets. So Kevin Powell will come in there and boot this away to Grady Bresnahan. Whistle. There's a couple zeros on the play clock.
Offense, number 43. 5-yard penalty. The scrimmage kick formation.
Rolf Erickson's microphone getting a little chilly. Either way, they back up Mary into their own territory. Powell punts it. There is a flag down. Bresnahan ran into his own man. There is a flag down, so hold the phone. Bresnahan got run into by friendly fire with Matthew Oslack. The question is this a penalty on Mary? I think everything's going to be okay in Dragonland. The flag was thrown, and it sits at the 41-yard line as Rolf Erickson is going to go check out what happened. The flag was thrown right as Powell punted the ball. Could this have been another illegal formation? There was a lot of movement in the Mary backfield. Let's hope Rolf's microphone works.
The result of the play was a muff kick by the receiving team, recovered by the kicking team. However, at the snap, we had holding by the kicking team, number 32, a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, replay 4th down.
Freshman Isaiah Pittman was guilty of a hold. You heard Rolf Erickson's explanation that it was a muffed kick, which would have been a huge turnover. Instead, you back Mary up, and they got to kick it again. A lot of things going on, Jordan. They've already had the delay, and now they just shot themselves in the foot. Dragons show no pressure. Powell takes his time. Bresnahan catches it, 22-yard line, with 1 second remaining. It's a 41-yard punt with no return, but at least the Dragons have the ball. You just said during that last possession, Jordan, before the Blackwell touchdown, the linebackers were all huddled in front of you and talking about giving the defense a chance. Well, they just came up with a stop. Now we'll see where it goes. It's Justin Check, not Falk, on the field. Incomplete. He threw the ball behind Ryan Bieberdorf. That'll do it for the third quarter. End of 3 for Moorhead. Mary 24, the Dragons 21 in the battle for the paddle.
More exciting way to end.
For over 100 years, we have been here to connect you, entertain you, inform you. Our world may change, but we are always here. Then, now, and tomorrow.
Mary dominated that third quarter, so they've certainly tilted the playing field. Look at the time of possession. 25.5 minutes to 15 for the Dragons, but we start this fourth quarter with Mary ahead by the score of 24-21. Those statistics are presented by Sodexo. Beautiful but chilly day here in Moorhead. Steve DeStatio with you. Jordan Austin is downstairs. Don Groth is getting better, we hope, on his couch. What a catch by Ryan Bieberdorf. That was a Falk throw. That was spectacular as Bieberdorf bobbled it. It was on his fingertips, and then he gobbled it up, and that's a 12-yard pickup and a first down. That was special. We get the explanation from Rolf Erickson. Marquardt again. His second jet sweep today. It is not Tommy Falk, excuse me. This is Garrett Meehl getting an opportunity. So the third different quarterback we've seen this afternoon. Now Meehl's going to come out. Tommy Falk is going in. It is a revolving door in the quarterback position for the Dragons. We talked about kitchen sinks in the first half with Lockway showing looks. Didn't expect this though. Imdick in the backfield. Falk gonna run for it. Sees the sticks, gets the first down. Great decision making by Tommy Falk, and he'll get the first down. And now Meehl comes in again. This has not been a Steve Lockway move in the past. Imdick has a play action. Imdick had it. That was a pretty good fake. It faked me out. Now Meehl comes out. Tommy Falk goes back in. Max Carter has the orange hat on. He's also a quarterback. This plot just continues to get thicker and thicker, doesn't it? A field goal's the difference. A turnover taken back. Dragons are winning the turnover battle. There's Bresnahan. Grady gets the corner, and a flag comes flying in all the way thrown by back judge Jared Butson. What is the call? I see a bunch of Marauders celebrating. What do we have? Did I just see another flag come in, or did that flag get moved?
Holding. Offense. Number 2. Correction, number 6. 10 penalty from the spot of the foul. Second down.
They're going to get Ryan Harvey Turner for the hold. So this is going to push the ball all the way back to the Dragon 40-yard line. It's 2nd and 17. Falk is the quarterback. Falk grabbed and taken down. Sacked. Colantino Andrews, senior out of Hampton, Georgia, with his first sack this season. Mary came in with only 4 sacks all season long in their first 7 games. Now Colantino Andrews is going to make this 3rd and 22. Falk fires. He'll hit Marquardt, but he's way short of the first down, and the Dragons are going to have to boot this thing away. Danny Kittner will drop back deep, awaiting this check punt.
Kittner back in to receive for the Marauders.
This is terrific by Check. What an effort. 45-yard punt. Kittner being chased by Carter Blackwell and thrown down. A 7-yard return for Kittner. And now Mary will take over, up by 3 with 11 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. I can tell you one thing, when we webcast volleyball in about an hour, we're not going to use the term wind chill. Logan Nelson in the gun. This is DeMonte Stegelmeyer. He gets hit by Hayden Carr and a couple of his friends and taken down for a short gain.
Going to be our 2nd down.
24-21. As it looks like Trent Marquardt is getting worked on once again. Morris in motion. Nelson back. Throwing long, he has all day, and he overshot his intended receiver. Boy, did he have Jaden Andreessen open. He didn't feel any pressure, just overshot him.
Dragon fans, it's 3rd down.
Mary is 5 of 11 on 3rd downs. None of them larger than this one. Here with 11:10 remaining. And the ball at their own 13-yard line. The Dragons have a chance to get the ball back with some pretty good field position, trailing by 3. Nelson throws. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Luke Little. What a 3 and out for this Dragon defense as they're going to come off the field.
It's a 4th down. Bresnahan back into receive for the Dragons. Kevin Collins will punt it away for the Roberts.
Powell is punting against this breeze. He'll get off a high spiraling kick. Bresnahan dives and grabs it. There's a flag. Bresnahan got hit. Bresnahan called for a fair catch, and then Josh Zakovic jumped on top of him. And this should cost Mary 15 yards. Or they're going to pick the flag up. Zakovic jumped on top of Bresnahan.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul, late hit, kick number team, number 44. If the player goes down, 15 yards.
I said the Dragons were going to get the ball in pretty good field position. How about the Mary 30-yard line? A wonderful opportunity here as the Dragons trail by 3. 10:58 left to go. The Dragons trail it 24-21. More chatting going on. Mark Nolan, the side judge. Erickson, now the umpire, Eric Oxtad. I don't know what they're discussing. The ball was at the 45. They counted 15 yards. They're at the 30. Carry the 1.
The end of the kick is the 45-yard line. 15-yard penalty will take it to the 30. It'll be first down.
We just did the math. All right, Dragon ball, 30-yard line. Falk. Incomplete, that was dangerous. Just a little dying quail over the top looking for Bresnahan. Tylen Small out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I bet you he's digging this weather. That ball sailed over his head, incomplete. Now what?
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 56. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Right tackle Bennett Hefman was ineligibly downfield. And Mary decides to back him up. Instead of 2nd and 10, it'll be 1st and 15. Low snap, Falk, play action. Throwing long, looking for Bresnahan. Ball's tipped, this is going to be interference. I'm not convinced Mary's going to object to the 3 flags that are sitting on the field after Bresnahan got grabbed. It looked like one of the Dragons grabbed a jersey. That's why they're jumping up and down.
Pass interference. Defense, number 1. 15-yard penalty, automatic.
So Tyrese Gibson gets whistled for the pass interference. He turned around, oh yeah. He had Bresnahan's jersey, and I'm not convinced he needed to because he went up and batted the ball away with his left hand. This is a first down at the 20-yard line. Falk fires towards the end zone. Bresnahan incomplete. Northern State on their way. Remember, they were trailing earlier. 4:32 left in the Twin Cities. They lead Concordia St. Paul 38-17. Duluth up 7-6, 5:13 remaining first quarter by Lake Superior. Now it's Troy Casperson who is illegally downfield. So 2 ineligible receivers downfield within the last couple of plays. That's Casperson's 3rd penalty today. He's also been called for a couple of holds. This is Justin Check back in at quarterback. This is Marquardt again. And this is going to go nowhere as the Dragons are now going backwards. Augustana at the half in Mankato leads Minnesota State 21-14 as we have a Mary Marauder who is down. Let's take a break.
Doritos Spicy Sweet Chili Wings.
Get them while you can.
Right. Spicy Sweet Chips, all wings. Chips, all me up. Pepsi.
Everyone wins.
To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
The NSIC Student Athletes pledge
To treat everyone
with respect and dignity.
respect and dignity.
We will not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
We will stand up
And speak out.
and speak out.
To create an inclusive environment for all.
We see the need for improvement.
And we will use our platform to be influencers of change.
Influencers of change.
Together.
Together, we can foster a culture of kindness,
Kindness and respect for all.
We invite you to support our effort.
Dragon fans, with a totally free checking account, banking is a slam dunk. Never pay an ATM fee anywhere when you use your Gate City Bank debit card. You can even choose a free MSUM Dragon card to show your team spirit. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender, whatever that means. As we take you live inside Alex Nemzik Fieldhouse, where the Dragons will take on St. Cloud State. That is at 3:30, and we will have it live for you right here on the Dragons Digital Network. Bismarck High native Taylor Morrison, number 94, is being helped off the field gingerly. We hope that Morrison is going to be okay. It's 2nd and 17 for the Dragons. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left, 4th quarter, entertaining game here in Moorhead. Tommy Falk back in. It's been a rotation here in the 4th quarter. Falk, chucking, incomplete. Bresnahan looking for a flag. He's not going to get one this time as Tyrese Gibson was all over him, legally. Trent Marquardt, who's been in and out of the game and stretching his right leg, back in. 3rd and 17. Flag on the play. Falk throws long. Complete. There's another flag down. That was Bieberdorf again, but again, there are flags down, thrown at 2 different times.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the defense. Offside, number 1.
The initial call was an
Defensive
offside,
pass
then there was a pass
interference.
interference.
Defense,
Dragons
number 31. Both those penalties are
will decline both of those penalties. There you see the Minot State win, 17-14. Their first of the season. Northern State in cruise control, looking to win again. There's the halftime score we just reported to you from Blakesley Stadium in Mankato. 6-yard line, First and goal for the Dragons with 10:15 left. Justin Check, Hayden Bull in the backfield. Check, going to keep it himself. Justin, smelling the end zone, gets it, touchdown. The Dragons are back on top. Riddell on for the extra point here at the 10:05 mark. This would give the Dragons a 4-point lead. Riddell has been perfect today. 10:05 left to go. This one's been a good one. The Dragons lead it by 4.
At MadBus, we're taking action to make your ride as safe as possible. Extra sanitizing, protective equipment, and suspending fare collection to minimize contact. We also need your help. Face coverings are required on all MadBus vehicles for the protection of our passengers and staff. We can all get there safely. Together.
Our friends over at Richards Transportation, they've been a proud supporter, great supporter, and they've driven the Dragons all over the place for years. Since 1986, Jay and Mark have been committed to providing clean, courteous, safe transportation. Call 218-233-3404 and book your next trip with Richards Transportation. Meal to boot this thing away. And that ball goes out of bounds. We have seen everything today. 28-24. But these are the games that the Dragons have had opportunities to put away. Again, Winona on September 11th. Duluth, last time we were with you, 3 weeks ago. Last week in Bemidji. So they put the ball at the 35-yard line. This will be first down for the University of Mary. Logan Nelson is 24 of 35 for 235 yards. Small back in the game. He's going to get taken for a ride after he picks up 5 to the 40-yard line. Small has had himself a day with 89 rushing yards on 11 attempts. Gully blitzing, missed. Throw near side, and that ball's out of bounds. The entire Dragons sideline helped head linesman John Hardgrove make that call. This is 3rd and 5 for the University of Mary.
Frankenpads, it's 3rd down.
Dragons blitz, and they're going to nearly get to him. McClanahan somehow couldn't keep it. Now they throw, and they're going to get the first down. Are you kidding me? Mike McClanahan had him and let him go. And then he finds Kittner. Watch 34 come right up the chute. Had him, wrapped him, lost him, chased him. Instead, it's a first down in Dragon territory. Little in motion. Small. Right side is just going to dive forward and pick up a couple.
A small ball carrier. Brought down at the 44-yard line. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Kittner in the slot on the near side. Luke Little closest to us. Gully comes on a stunt. Nelson running the other way.
Nelson, the ball carrier.
He'll be chased out of bounds by Denver Sheets. This will be another third down for the University of Mary.
No gain on the play.
8 minutes and counting left to go.
Dragon fans, it's third down.
Some of the Dragons asking the crowd to get loud. Play clock at 5. Nelson back. Hits Morris. Grabbed onto by Blackwell. First down. Brandon Morris continues to have a career day.
First and 10 Marauders at the Dragon 28.
The first down moves the ball to the 28-yard line. Kittner in motion. Nelson rolls to his right. There's Morris again. I believe that was close to a first down. Remember I told you earlier, Bagnell had nearly 9,000 yards. He had 9,170 passing yards and 75 touchdowns. Bagnell himself, as the quarterback, went 3-1 against the Dragons. In the loss, he was 34 of 57 for 399 yards and 5 touchdowns, and lost. This is Small. Small hurdles over Derek Porozinski and picks up a couple. 6:16 left to go. Eggert on the stop for the Dragons. Kittner's your man in motion. Nelson fires. Bobbled out of bounds. Luke Bodine has not had a catch today. Had an opportunity there. Instead, it's 3rd and 7.
Come on, Dragon fans, it's third down.
Mary's 6 of 13 in these third down situations. With 5:35 left in the game and the difference of 4, you may feel this is 3 down territory or 4 down territory for Mary. Nelson rolling, McClanahan chasing, Little catching, diving. Did they give him the first down? It looks like they did. Luke Little already has a couple touchdowns in his hip pocket, and now he gets a huge first down. It's 1st and goal for the University of Mary with 5 minutes and 28 seconds left to go.
Mark, I'm good.
Small remains in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Small, cutting, diving. Did he get in? No. Down at the 1 yard line, says side judge Mark Nolan.
Second and goal from the 1.
Good, Marsh. Good, Marsh. From the 1. Small again. Touchdown. David Small with his 5th rushing touchdown this season, and Mary goes back on top.
I got a good count. Sun. Yeah, we got a lot of sun here.
Powell has been perfect. And he'll stay that way. We'll step out, 4:33 left to go. Mary back on top by 3. If you're looking for the right fit for college, or maybe you just want to come back and visit your alma mater, schedule an in-person tour, a transfer visit, online visit, group tour, or sign up for an event at mstate.edu/visit. .433 left to go. The University of Mary leads the Dragons 31-28.
All right, Dragon fans, on your feet, just make some music noise. It's time for the kickoff.
Let's see if Kevin Powell's learned anything. The last time he tried some poochery, it was returned by Blackwell for a touchdown. Instead, it'll be Lundqvist from the 5. Lundqvist was just stopped enough by the initial hit where he'll just get to the 24-yard line. He was looking for the edge, but could not capture it. The initial hit was made by Devin Charles out of Riverside, California. The latest Mary scoring was a David Small 1-yard touchdown run. This is Tommy Falk. He'll throw it away. Boy, Bresnahan did a double move right in front of us, and he had Tyree Gibson toasted, but Falk didn't see him up the near sideline. This will bring up a 2nd and 10 with 4:22 left to go. Bowl out. Imdick in. Falk throws it, it's complete. Ryan Bieberdorf has had a whale of an afternoon for the Dragons. That was Bieberdorf's 8th catch today. Quite the throw by Falk. 3rd and 2. Falk was being chased by 1,000 pounds of Marauders. Off his back foot, wrong shoulder, got the first down. He'll hit Marquardt here, and he'll get the first down. Marquardt had to do a heck of a balancing act just to stay upright. A huge first down for the Dragons, just their 3rd converted 3rd down this afternoon. 3:33 left to go. Mary 31, the Dragons 28. Imdick squirts ahead for 3 or 4. This is a 2nd and 7. I think if you're Lockway, correct me if I'm wrong, you schemers at home, Falk throwing long towards Bresnahan. And he made the catch! Damon Williamson was all over Grady Bresnahan, turned the wrong way, could have gotten interfered with, and then came up with this. What a catch by Bresnahan, his 2nd catch of the spectacular version this afternoon. He'll go and get comforted and attended to by athletic trainer Keith Weidrich after that gem. This is Bowl. Jordan, you're down there with Keith Weidrich and Grady. Is he okay?
I think they're keeping him off just as a precaution. It did look like he might have hit his head on the turf and or the defender falling on top of him.
Okay. Very good. 2nd and 5. Bowl again. Bowl is going to get the first down and more. My point before, Jordan, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lockway would love to make this the final possession of the game. You got to score, but you don't want to leave Mary a lot of time, but the Dragons are in their hurry-up. This is what they do, and I believe they're going to force Craig Bagnell to take a timeout, and they do. 1:56 left to go in Moorhead. Mary leading the Dragons 31-28. In that fray of humanity is Dragon head coach Steve Lockway. There he is. You can see the back of his head talking to his offense as he'll give Tommy Falk some last moment instruction. Today's Coaches Cam is brought to you by BSN Sports, MSUM's official Nike and Under Armour partner. 1:56 left to go. The Dragons have it, 1st and 10 from the Marauder 14-yard line. Bowl in the backfield. He's going to go down, and now we have a whistle. Oh, no, we didn't have a, okay. We had a whistle because he went down. I thought we had a whistle because possibly Craig Bagnell was going to take a timeout. Now the Dragons are maybe thinking about chiseling away some of this clock. 1.5 minutes left to go. Priority number 1 is to score. If you can score and take as much time off, that's better. Wildcat, Hayden Bowl, straight ahead. All the way down to the 7-yard line.
Inside the 10.
This will be a 3rd and about 2.5. Tommy Falk in. Riddell warming up. Falk split out. Bowl, Wildcat. Takes a left-hand turn. Spilled down at the 5-yard line, and he fumbled the ball. Hayden Bowl fumbled the ball. They're going to say he was down. 45 seconds remaining. He was short of the first down. The University of Mary's claiming they have the ball. The clock is stopped. And now you've got a decision to make if you're Steve Lockway. You've got a kicker in Ryan Riddell that hasn't missed so far today. If you fail to get a yard, you lose. Now Steve Lockway is going to take a timeout with 28 seconds remaining. Boy, we can keep it right here, Jordan. This is where you earn your money as a head coach. If you go for it and you get the first down, you still got to punch the ball in the end zone at some point to win the game. You do have a kicker in Ryan Riddell who's never tried a collegiate field goal, but it would only be a 24-yarder. Your thoughts? Or not? Neal is warming up. They inserted Riddell as the extra point kicker from what we were told because he has a little better height on the ball. But they can always use Neal as a kicker. I don't know if they've made a decision to go for it or kick. And if they decide to kick, I don't know if they would use Riddell or Neal. It's 4th down and a yard. So the first thing we need to sort out is what are the Dragons going to do? They're bringing their offense out. I think Steve Lockway wants to win this game right now. The game's certainly on the line right now. 4th and a yard. It's a healthy yard. The Dragons have to get inside the 5-yard line. 28 seconds remain. The Dragons do have 2 timeouts. They give it to Bowl, and he gets the first down. Bowl got the first down. They'll stop the clock with 23 seconds remaining, and now wind it. It's 1st and goal from the 3. 15 seconds remaining. Bowl again. 2nd effort. 3rd effort. Touchdown, Dragons! They get the lead back with 10 seconds left to go. If you hearken back about 3 hours ago to our keys to a Dragons victory, they were to have to run the ball today. Hayden Bowl took over this drive. And now with 10 seconds remaining, the Dragons are in position to win. Riddell on for the extra point. It's on its way, and it goes through. We'll take a break. 10 seconds left to go. The Dragons are up by 4.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
There's Hayden Bowl. Good on him. This Dragon running attack, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, last in the NSIC in rushing coming into this week, averaging only 50.6 yards per game. And now Hayden Bowl took over this drive and has the Dragons 10 seconds away from winning the game. This is Kittner watching the ball go out of bounds. So the University of Mary will get the ball from the 35-yard line. Their problem is only 10 seconds left to go. Remember back a couple minutes ago, the Dragons were looking to their hurry-up offense, but then they ran it down marvelously. Here we go, 10 seconds remaining. Nelson. He's being pressured. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Is there a flag that's going to be thrown? Thomas Myers was pressuring him. That play took, there are two flags. Either way, there's only 3 seconds remaining. This is going to be against the Dragons, but once again, 7 seconds ticked off the clock. So, barring a defensive penalty, this is going to be it. This game has had everything. The pressure was being applied by Thomas Myers, the freshman out of Moorhead High School. Our producer, John Webking, who's up here watching behind our camera unit, is suggesting possibly that was a planned hold, which is strategic if you think about it.
Again, there was no foul, intentional grounding. The quarterback was out of the pocket. The ball landed beyond the line of scrimmage out of bounds. However, we had multiple intentional holding fouls on Moorhead on 47, 2, and 20. By rule, that's a 15-yard penalty.
I've never seen this before.
We will reset the game clock to 10 seconds. And
I've never seen this before either. Never in my life have I seen this, where they're going to put time back on the clock because the holding on Josiah Boehm, Marcus Gully, and Matthew Oslak were deemed intentional. It's a 15-yard penalty. We're talking Josh Nelson can now heave the ball into the end zone. I have never seen an intentional holding call in football. Never in my life. There were 3 that got tagged for it. It was Oslak, Gully, and Josiah Boehm. So clearly, I hate saying these words consecutively, but Webking was right. But more so, that was a ploy, because I've thought about it at the end of a game. Why not commit pass interference? Instead of giving up an easy touchdown, you make them get into the end zone on another play. And then the clock also runs. But they put time back on the clock. Usually a holding penalty is 10 yards. This is a 15-yard penalty with no time coming off of this clock. Never seen this before. So now if you're the University of Mary, you can chip down the field. They still have a timeout left. So Mary can run a play and get 10 or 15 yards, call timeout, and then a desperation toss to the end zone. The Dragons have 3 on the line of scrimmage. They have 5 at the 38-yard line. They have 3 all the way back at the 15-yard line. Nelson back, and he's going to get sacked! Jason Magnuson got the sack. They only rush 3, and they get the sack. So now, with 5 seconds remaining, Craig Bagnell will take his final timeout. So will we. We'll be right back with this conclusion.
Your local news informs and inspires. We share your stories of sorrow and hope. The stories that entertain, educate, and engage.
Your news at 5 starts.
We record the past and reveal the future. We tell the stories of your community with local news.
Intentional holds Dragons rushing 3 and getting a sack. Kickoff return for a touchdown. Multiple lead changes. Here we go. Dragons have had their hearts broken this season. Nelson, he's it downfield. Batted down by Josiah Boehm, and the Dragons come away with the 35-31 victory. And they claim the paddle as they show it off at the 20-yard line. We will keep it here while Jordan Austin finds Steve Lockway, who's over talking with Craig Bagnell right now. What a victory for the MSU Moorhead Dragons as they score with 10 seconds remaining to capture the paddle and capture the victory. While we're waiting for Steve Lockway, who's jogging over right now to, where'd Jordan go? We will remind you that volleyball is coming up at the bottom of this hour. The Dragons will take on St. Cloud State University. Downstairs to Jordan Austin and a happy Steve Lockway.
All right, Coach, so you decide to go for it on 4th down instead of kicking the field goal, and then you go out and you win a game like this. Can you walk us through that decision and how to win a game?
Yeah, you know what, just believe in our guys. They believed in what they were doing. They believe in us. We needed 1 yard. If you're going to be a good football team, you got to get 1 yard when it counts. And they wanted to do it. Believe in them. Proud of them, too.
All right, thank you, Coach. An absolute barn burner here.
See a little emotion coming from Steve Lockway. I think the Dragons needed this. They've been hurt, and they got beat by Minot State after having a couple-score lead on September 11th. They lost to Duluth on the final play, and they lost last week at Bemidji. 35-31, the Dragons win it. We'll wrap it up right after this. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragons football on the Dragons Digital Network.
Riddle me this, with all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a news membership, you get all access. What does all access mean? For one low subscription rate, you can read and view all of the 20-plus Foreign Communications news brands, including exclusive members-only live streams and virtual events. Simply become a member to get all your local and regional news from all of our online news sites, e-papers, apps, and more. Discover the benefits of All Access membership today.
35-31 and an absolute, Jordan Austin said it the best, barn burner here in Moorhead. Dragons win it 35-31. Let's take a look at some second half highlights in this ball game. Roll the tape. Logan Nelson was terrific today. Look at the time that he had, flips into the end zone, touchdown. That Nelson toss to Kittner put Mary on top 24-14, and then this Ryan Bieberdorf. Boy, there were, 3 magical catches today. Here's Justin Check coming right at you, and then he'll get into the end zone. That made it 28-24. The Dragons would lead it, but then David Small on second effort put Mary ahead with 4:33 left to go, and then Hayden Bowl, after the Dragons got the first down, Hayden Bowl gets the winning touchdown with 10 seconds remaining. The Dragons win it 35-31. to 31. Look at these numbers. 439 yards for Mary. They had 100 more yards because they owned the third quarter, but the Dragons did not bend, and they come from behind, and they get this 10-point victory. They had 91 rushing yards. It's not a humongous number, but we knew the Dragons had to run the ball today to be successful. And as it would turn out in that final drive, a rushing touchdown by Hayden Bowl after the fourth down conversion would be the difference. Your highlights were presented by Midco. That game summary was presented by Papa John's. Play of the game. How large was this? Mary had all the momentum in the world. Then they kicked it short for some reason to Carter Blackwell. He turned it, and then he turned on the Jets, and Blackwell's 70-yard touchdown, kickoff return for touchdown with 4:32 left got the Dragons back to within 3. That's our play of the game presented by Herbert and Gerbert's. Bold between the bread. As far as our player of the game, you know what? Let's go back to that kid who got the game-winning touchdown. Hayden Bowl. These are not large numbers. 11 rushes, 30 yards, the touchdown again. Bowl got the big fourth down at the 5-yard line with 20 seconds remaining, and then there it is, the game-winning touchdown. Hayden Bowl is your newsmaker of the game. The Forum has served local communities with award-winning news and information. The Forum Sports Department is committed to reporting all the latest sports news and information. Enjoy today's game. Read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Forum, or check us out online at inforum.com. It's a lot to digest. But the Dragons do come away with the victory. You know, this Buffalo Wild Wings stat of the game, I came up with it this week, and you know, there were 3 teams. The Dragons, Hillsdale out of Michigan, and the University of Virginia at Wise all had 12 interceptions coming into this week. They all came into this week at 3-4. Under 500, but still 12 picks. It's our stat of the game presented by Buffalo Wild Wings, and it probably did not. I don't know when the upcoming schedule. Northern next week, we'll have it right here. Hopefully Don will be well enough to come back and reunite with us. 12 o'clock start against Northern State in the Twin Cities in 2 weeks, and then here to clean things up in the regular season as the Dragons will take on Wayne State at 12 o'clock on Saturday, November the 13th. The upcoming schedule presented by Bell Bank. That stat of the game, well, kind of fun to look at, kind of look up with the current NCAA stats. You know, the Dragons did have the 2 big interceptions today. They did have 3 turnovers, and they all got them in the first half, including Blackwell. And then Blackwell, as it turns out, gets the 70-yard touchdown return. Just a terrific win for the Dragons, who have been bitten by these last second-half losses and then the end of the game against the Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs. They get it done today. Once again, Don, we miss you. We love you. Get better. Hopefully we'll see you back next week. Hopefully we'll see everybody back next week. Volleyball coming up at 3:30. We'll get downstairs as that match is set to start 21 minutes from right now. Once again, your final score on the football field. The Dragons 35, the University of Mary 31.